Hi everyone, I'm Ray. Today I am doing the Book Newbie Book Tag. And I haven't really looked at these questions before filming because I find it more fun when the video that I watch is spontaneous. And I think this will be more fun too. So I have the questions and I'm just going to get right to it. So the first question is, where are you joining us from? And I'm from Connecticut in the USA, if anyone doesn't know that. And I've lived here my whole life and I love it. Second question is, how old are you? And I'm 24. I turned 24 in May. So it's July now. Yeah, I have not much to say about that. 3. Why did you join Booktube? I joined Booktube because I've been watching for a while now, I'd say at least a year, and I just enjoy watching everybody's videos so much. They're relaxing and I get so many good book recommendations from watching videos, and sometimes a book that's been on my TBR I'll kind of knock off if I hear a lot of bad reviews about it, which saves me time. I'm all about not wasting my time reading books I don't like, because really there's not enough time in our lifetime to read all of the books we want to read. So I'm really focused on just reading the books that I love, and Booktube has really helped me with that. Okay, 4. What is the meaning behind your channel name? If it's something other than your name, well, mine is my name. My name is actually Rachel, but most people call me Ray. They have for a while. You can call me Rachel if you want to, but whatever suits you. Okay, number 5. What types of books do you read and want to talk about here? Okay, so the books I read tend to be novels and fiction, and I do occasionally like to read fantasy, and I'm looking at my bookshelves now. I like historical fiction, I love, oh my goodness, nonfiction, biography. I mean, anything that sounds interesting to me I will pick up. I really don't read a lot of YA, however, because I think I've just reached an age that all of the characters in the books are younger than me, and it's kind of difficult for me to get into a book where their life experiences are just so different from mine. I'm not in the same place. When I was younger and a teenager, I mean, I read a lot of fantasy, and of course I read Harry Potter, and I still love Harry Potter. I mean, that's one kind of YA series that I will always love, but if I read fantasy now, it has to be more adult focused, because, you know, YA doesn't really float my boat, and that's just a personal preference. I mean, lots of people love YA, and that's totally cool. I get bored reading it, and that's just me. So, that's that. Okay. Now, number 6 is, who are some of your favorite authors? Hold on. Okay. Question number 6 is, who are some of your favorite authors? And of course, I love Jane Austen. I think I also love the Bronte sisters. This is a hard question right off the top of my head. I love Bill Bryson. His work just is laugh out loud funny. I mean, I'm almost brought to tears when I read his books. I love Margaret Atwood. I think her writing is just amazing. Neil Gaiman, of course. Gaiman, I'm sorry. And I've been reading a couple of books by Elizabeth Gaskell, and I think she reminds me, her books, a lot of Jane Austen, which is great, and North and South was one of my favorite books. Okay, so number 7 was The Last Book You Read, which was Small Wonder by Barbara Kingsolver for the Booktube-a-thon reading challenge, which is, oh, that book was on my TBR for such a long time. I bought it at a book sale and I just never got around to it, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. 8 is What Are You Currently Reading? And I'm currently reading Moll Flanders, by Daniel Defoe. And I'm about a quarter of the way through. And these books are all downstairs. I really should have brought them upstairs, but I'm still new to this, sorry. Okay, what do you use for bookmarks? I have a couple right here, just the book depository bookmarks that come with the books or come inside of them when they arrive. I don't like folding the pages of my books because I like them to look perfect. And I just feel like it's sacrilege to bend a page of a book, so I never do that. My current TBR pile, number 10. My current pile is a little bit all over the place throughout my house, but I do have this big pile, which I might do a video on later, so I'm not really going to get into it. But yeah, 2 of these are Batman graphic novels. I love Batman. Okay. 11 is Which do you prefer, hardcover or paperback? Ebooks or physical books, owning or borrowing? Okay, so hardcover or paperback, I definitely prefer paperback, just because, again, I like to keep my books in really as perfect condition as I can. So with a paperback, I always feel like I have to take the book jacket off when I read it, or else I'll ruin it or something. But with a paperback, it's much more durable, I think, and I don't really have to worry so much about anything happening to it. Ebooks or physical books? Definitely physical books. I've tried having an e-reader, and I really just did not enjoy it. I like going to the library or going to a bookstore and just having the book in my hands too much. I could never really get into it, and I felt unsatisfied after I finished like a long book. I think I read all of George R.R. Martin's books in ebook form, and I finished them all. But then when I was finished, I felt really unsatisfied because I wanted to have them on my bookshelf as sort of a display to myself that, wow, you read all of these books. But I don't own any of them in physical form, and I really would like to. So hopefully someday I'll get around to buying those. Owning or borrowing books, and I think I just hinted that I do like to own books. I have nothing against borrowing, but if I read a long book, or a book that I've been wanting to read for a while, or something that's a bit more challenging, I really like to have the physical evidence, I guess, of it on my bookshelf to look at. And when I borrow it, I mean, I don't get to keep it, I have to give it back, and I can't reread it easily, and I can't go back and like look at my favorite passages or anything like that. So I definitely prefer owning over borrowing. Okay, number 12 was What book series got you into reading? And that was, oh my goodness, I mean, it was around the time of Harry Potter, so I mean, Harry Potter definitely had an influence, but I also just remember I liked, I don't know if anybody knows, I mean, it was made into a movie, Ella Enchanted, but this was way long ago. I mean, I was a little kid in elementary school. I read that book, and then I read one or two other books by that author. I think her name is Gail Carson Levine, that could be wrong. But after I read those, I really got into the sort of fantasy genre, and I just, flew through books when I was younger, and that really started my interest in reading. Okay. Number 13 is, how did you discover Booktube? And, oh, that's a difficult one because I don't really remember. I think it's possible that somehow, a Booktube video just popped up in my, recommended for you section of YouTube, and I just started watching it somehow. I feel like that's probably how it happened, because I don't have a specific memory of searching for a book review or anything like that. I think I just kind of fell into watching them kind of by accident, a happy accident. So, okay. Number 15, oh, I'm sorry, number 14 is, what challenges do you think you'll face with your own channel? Ooh, that's difficult. Well, I'm new, so that's obviously a challenge, because I don't know much about filming and just the whole social media aspect of it is kind of, it's really strange to me. I mean, I hope that I can just put out videos talking about books that I love, and I can find people that enjoy just that. I'm not really looking to make any kind of career out of it. This is more like a hobby. I don't have too many people in my life that read as much as I do, so I really wanted to just sort of find a way to reach out to other people who love to read like I do, and hopefully, I think that might be the biggest challenge, is just somehow connecting with everybody out there, because there are so many of you, and that's what I'm trying to do, and hopefully over time that will work. Okay. Number 15 is, where else can we find you? And I am on Twitter, and I just made an Instagram, but I haven't taken any pictures yet because I've just been really busy. And I know that's not an excuse, but I need to make more time for it. So I will put those links below if you want to follow me on those accounts, and I might follow you back. And I think that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you've also done this tag, link your video below so I can watch it and get to know you, since I am new here again, and I want to get to know some more of you guys. So that's about it. I guess I will see you later. Bye.